is the frequency in use for anything other than push-to-talk testing. K4PEW here.
Let her rip, Tater Chip.
We're there. We're in like Flynn. This is K4PEW, net control for the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Is there any emergency or party traffic? Okay, I didn't hear any stabbings or shootings going on in the background, so I presume there is none, or fires. If there is an emergency, break in at any time for that, but call 911 first, and you can just chat with us about what's going on. Look for witnesses and help. And that may be broken anytime, of course. For information on this net, you can go to our YouTube site right now. Put in the search block my call, K4PEW. That's Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey. And it'll bring up the, you'll be able to see my radio screen there, and you'll also be able to hear me if you want to, and the other stations I'm talking to. You can also go to our website, 146415.net, 146415.net. Has our net schedule and some other stuff there, and you can also join our email list if you so desire. You don't have to. You can do anything you want in this. Well, not anything, almost. For information on what else is next? Oh yeah, our regular groups site, our groups.io site, groups.io. No, that's the emails. That's what that is. Let's look under MJSS. Okay, way beside myself. And you can get on our email list. Or you can, let's see, we got the group site, we got, yeah, or you can send me an email at k4pew@arrl.net. We normally meet at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday night. We meet here on 146.415 FM Simplex, which we are now in our 8th year, which is kind of astounding. I didn't think I could make it that long. I didn't think I could make it a year. After the first night, I didn't think I'd make it a week. But here we are, all 7+ years later. The purpose of that is to have fun, realize, understand how you can hear, who you can't hear, and that's kind of what the YouTube site is good for. You can look at that on your smartphone or your laptop or your computer or your tablet or your embedded CRT in your head. And you can hear who I am indeed talking to. I'm not talking to thin air. I'm almost, well, except now I am, oftentimes, but who I'm talking to that you can't necessarily hear on your radio through your antenna. This gives you a good idea, the signal strength of where that person is, because I always announce where that person is and their call, so you can look them up if you want to. At any rate, we invite everyone to use the net for amateur radio events and activities. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is that today or no? That's next week, isn't it? I don't remember. The Chattanooga Ham Fest. When was it? Well, since nobody knows, I guess it didn't matter. I don't know of any other than the Boy Scouts of America Jamboree on the Air is this weekend. There was a notice sent out on that, so everybody should have it, or you can look it up on the air. Just look under Boy Scouts Jamboree on the Air, and you'll see that you get the information you need on the HF bands. Is there any other announcements that I need to know about? Well, tonight, let's just give me the announcement tonight. Tonight's net number 735. We're starting from the north. We're, let's see. We are having the 2-meter net, the 2-meter upper sideband net on 144.240. 144.240 upper sideband, if you have that. And the 6-meter upper sideband net on 50.135. 50.135. Any other announcements or questions? All righty. I guess there wasn't any announcements, other announcements or corrections. If there is, I always send out announcements on the group. If you have something to announce or if there's information you need, just or technical information, you can always ask me, and I'll kick the ball over to somebody else. Well, I'm not necessarily the answer man for everything. I can answer for the net. I can answer for those details. But all right, well, let's start taking check-ins from the north. No, not from the north. From short time check-ins. If people were short on time, please come in. Anybody short on time? Anybody short on here? Boy, we got slim pickings tonight. All right, we have any first-time check-ins? All right. Do we have any check-ins? We're both from the north. Please come now. Seriously, is this thing even on? Is it from the north or the west?
WY4G. Jack and Donaldson.
Hold on one second. I had Jack. Hold on one second. Thought there were going to be silence tonight. Must be a big hockey game going on tonight on television. All right, I got Jeff in there. You going all right, Jeff?
WY4G. Oh, yeah. That's fine. Just hanging out. I'm here.
Oh yeah, nice, cool day, cool evening, eh?
Oh, yeah. We'll start seeing that more often, I guess. And it's getting that time of year.
No, it feels good. It feels. In fact, it got so I closed the windows on the side. The screen's open, and it got a little too cool in here tonight.
I'm not even sure how it's supposed to get down to tonight. I guess somewhere in the 50s or what. I haven't even looked at the weather.
Yeah, I think it is. It's kind of nice, so it's a nice change, though. Yeah, but then the leaves will start falling off the trees, and we'll be complaining.
Most of my trees, what few I have in the yard, are almost already bare. I had to clean my gutters out twice. Got an extension on my electric blower. I just reach up there and just blow them out. It makes it easier.
Oh yeah, very good. Yeah, I've got to do the same thing a little bit of that anyway. Anyway, good to have you in there. That was Jeff, Whiskey Yankee 4 Golfies in Madison. Jack, I did hear you in there.
Yeah, how you doing tonight, Bob?
I'm doing. I actually got stuff out of the way so early. I didn't know what to do with myself for the last hour and a half.
Yeah, I almost started laughing there when nobody was coming back to you. It's like, is this thing on?
I know. Well, usually there's somebody there, but tonight it was a no go from the north. We don't need no stinking Yankees from the north.
Well, thanks for doing that. I'll appreciate it, and I'll let you get on with it. I know there's others waiting to check you at 73.
Yeah, that was Jack in Donaldson. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. Good to have you in there, Jack. Who else is west?
KM4YRS, Mike and Belshire.
Surprised I didn't hear your brother in there. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing good, Paul. How are you?
Real good, I think. Real good. I think I told you, man. I lost 20 pounds.
Wow, I hope you found it.
Yeah, I did. It was in my left foot.
Well, it's always good to lose a little weight. Makes you feel better.
Well, it's one of those deals that I just decided I couldn't or didn't want to go into any further into my age here. It's in the 70s, with excess weight and dealing with blood pressure and any other health issues I have, which I have a few. And all I know it does is complicate it.
I hear that, man, and I'm on the same quest as you, trying to lose a few pounds.
And I'll give you my secret.
All right.
Avoid sticking food in your pie hole.
That'll do it.
No, actually, I do that. It's amazing I'm even able to do it. I'm surprised. I admit I've been skipping lunches for a long time. I just don't eat my cereal. In general, I might even grab a tiny snack, and I mean a tiny snack at lunch. It's never bread and it's never toast. It's Cheerios or shredded wheat for breakfast. But for dinner, I now buy the what do you call it? The frozen. I forgot their name already. The ones that are only a couple 300 calories a dinner. I forgot their name.
Lean cuisine.
That's it. Lean. I can't even say the word lean with a straight face. That's the problem.
Yeah, I tell you, I love food, and sometimes it's really hard to not eat the things you really like.
Well, here's the deal, though. I don't. While I eat light meals, and it makes me feel better to eat light. It really does. A lot of if I had a regular meal now, which I did a couple of weeks ago, I had a regular full meal at dinner. I could barely keep my eyes open after 7 o'clock. And so it's a nice thing to eat light, but I don't deprive myself of. I'll have a couple 3 cookies after dinner, or I'll have a cup of ice cream. I don't want because if you deprive yourself of that crap, when you stop dieting, well, guess where you're going?
You're getting that figure out there where you see it.
Well, you know what I'm saying. It's just I know it takes discipline, and I haven't always been good at that. And that's the hard part about not sticking, not pushing food into your face, which I like. Well, listen, at six, when I hit 300 pounds, you can say I like food.
Oh, absolutely. The heaviest I've ever been was 242. I'm now down to like 211, and so I'm gonna try to keep that trend going at all, if at all possible.
Well, I don't know exactly how tall you are, but I'm guessing from what I remember about the charts. I know for me, I'm supposed to weigh, according to the charts, under 200. Well, I ain't seen under 200 since the Nixon administration.
I hear that. I'm not sure what my weight, my height is 5'9", but I'm not sure what it should be. But my goal is if I can get down to 190, I want to say that's good.
I just need to get on that bicycle you got now that for every night for 30 or 40 minutes.
Well, if I can be home long enough, I've been doing that. But with Emily's situation, I've been spending a lot of time in Mount Juliet.
So you need to get a bicycle and ride over to Mount Juliet and back every day.
I know that's a plan. Not a good one, but it's a plan.
Yeah, that's right. All right, very good. We used to say that. That's it. That's it. That's an idea. That's it. That's an idea. All right, very good. We actually had another. We said that's a plan. It stinks, but it is indeed a plan.
Hey, did we do the digital net tonight?
I didn't hear anybody out there. I was on there at 7:30, 7:31, and nobody was there.
Yeah, I heard some activity, but not anything from C4FM.
I don't know. I thought I heard Carl say something about not being someplace somewhere, but it breezed right over my head.
Well, maybe it was just people communicating on their own on C4FM.
I don't know. Anyway, good to have you in there, Michael. That's Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot, and I take it Emily's doing ever so slightly better.
Yeah, she's making great strides physically, and maybe even a little bit improvement mentally. And so we're just keeping on.
Yeah, very good. All right, that was Michael KM4YRF in Belshire. Who else is west?
KO4OK.
Hello, Roy. There was another party in there too, but hold on. How you doing, Roy?
I'm doing fine, Paul. Been working on the beam today and not having a lot of luck, but baby steps.
Which beam is that?
Oh, that's that AO 270. It's the Cushcraft.
What do you mean you not having luck with putting it together?
No, I've got it put together, but for some reason I'm having trouble getting the SWR to even look at it. But I think Brian is gonna give me a hand. I've been using that NanoS VNA and just not having any luck seeming to get it to quite work, and I don't want to do much with it till I get it to work.
Yeah, no, I got it. Well, you did. Well, have you tried to transmit on it?
No, I'm a little concerned. Besides, it's not up in the air. It's actually sitting on my front porch and cinder blocks. It is put up, but it's not even pointing anywhere. I don't think I can get out at all.
Well, you're doing 40 over to me now, so I don't think I'd worry too much about your signal strength on what you got.
Yeah, but I'm not on the beam either.
No, I know. I'm just saying that you're doing great without the beam. If you were pointing a beam at me, you'd probably be full scale.
Well, that'd be good. The whole point is to be able to listen to the north, south, east, and west people also. So we'll see. Also, I did try to check on that link you sent the other day about that general class, but the link seems to be broken or something.
I'll take a look at that, see what the story was. That's odd that it was broken. It might be, but all right, I'll take a look at it.
Yeah, well, no problem. Baby steps, and I am going forward. And like I said, frequencies are still messing me up, but I'm getting a little bit better. I'm working on it every day, so I'll get there.
Yeah, I hear you. It's always a little bit at a time. This isn't the easiest hobby in the world.
Yeah, Yeah, but it's I need the challenge, so it's all good.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Well, again, anyway, that was Roy. Appreciate you checking in, Roy. That's Roy in Madison, and that's K04OKE. Who else is west? Anybody else west? I'll throw in north again, north and west.
KB9RKK.
Did you hear that other station, Frank?
No, I did not.
Okay, well, it's on you. You're very weak to me. Hold on one second, Frank. Who was that other station, please? Ah, very good. Kilo Oscar for Tango India Zulu. Hold on one second. Let me take care of Frank first. How you doing, Frank?
Doing good, doing good. Yeah, I cannot hear that other station.
Hey, I'm forgetting where he is, but we'll find out in a second. It's very weak to me, so I'm pretty sure he's not north.
Yeah, I usually hear good to the north and to the east. Sometimes west and south. South, forget it. Sometimes some of them. Usually some of them are good, but certain Murfreesboro ones, forget it.
Yeah, see, that's why my position here is ideal. You've got, you're actually in a relatively high location between me and the lake, and then it goes that whole terrain goes down and then it goes back up again. As it goes up towards the library, and then back down again, and then back up again. And so then you have to go over the interstate from your location. So I think the angles are all screwed up to get down to Murfreesboro for you.
Yeah, it's that ridge that's over there. But yeah, but then Michael, that direction is Creek. But Clarksville, I can hear them sometimes, and sometimes I can't. I can usually hear the stuff over there, over by Rick and Jolpin. But then when and of course Don comes in good, but I think it's because he's up kind of high on that tower.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's interesting how Michael has some of the same, Cam 4 YRF has some problems getting down to Murfreesboro and Smyrna himself.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I got it as bad as Richard. I think he lines right up with that ridge, and it completely blocks him.
Oh, right. I'm with you. Yeah, yeah. He wants to go over and plow it down.
I want to put the antenna up there. Actually, that's where the repeaters are all up. All the commercial stuff and the TV stations and microwave relays are all up on that ridge.
Oh, I didn't even know that. It makes a good location, though. That's for sure. All right, very good. That was Frank. He's in Northwest Wilson, Northwest Mount Juliet, and that's Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo. And I believe I heard KO4 TIZ, and it's Don, right?
Right, Paul. They'll quite a further away. I don't have a
Well, I tell you what, I'm amazed I can hear you from Belle Meade with just an HT with the factory rubber ducky on that, because that's conditions must be good between Belle Meade and me, because Belle Meade it's a stretch from here, at least terrain wise. I mean, it's got to be, I have to look, but it's got to be 15 miles.
Roger, I hit the park. I'm up to the top of that ridge by Bill, and my little Bill on the back side.
Yeah, no, you're doing okay. It's a little spotty on the audio, but with an HT, you're doing darn good considering, where you are. And it's, I'm going to look right now, see how far that is. From me, it is, hold on.
Man, he's S7 to me, and good audio.
Yeah, no, he's I don't know how far it is. I'm going to guess and say it's 12 miles. That's my guess at the moment. And there I am right there. Yeah, it's 18 miles on an HT. It's not too bad. Yeah, I didn't catch all of that. By the way, Michael, he's only 9 miles from you or so, give or take a couple. I'm not sure exactly where I'm on this map here, but you're half the distance in about the same terrain level, I think.
Well, QRC says 13.2 miles.
I don't know. I can't see. I'm not sure where he is in Belmead, but anyway, Don, good to have you in there tonight. Little weak copy for me. Michael was copying you perfectly up there in northeast Nashville, up in Belshire. So you're doing pretty good with that HT, but I don't recommend it everyday use though. All right, have good to have you in there. That's Kilo Oscar for Tango India Zulu Don in Belmead. Who else is west? Anybody else west or south?
Kilo Mike 4 November Yankee Bill.
Hey, Bill, you got the cool weather you wanted.
Well, I enjoy every bit of it.
Oh, I know I do. I mean, it's a pleasure to go outside and, well, one of my complaints, and people make fun of me, well, as I'm retired, as you are, but I rarely wear shoes unless I'm going to the store, that kind of stuff. And that was probably for my 37 years living in Florida. And I'm used to it. It doesn't matter whether it's cold or it's hot. But I'm telling you here, to go out and get the mail barefoot, and I step out on the asphalt, I don't step on it very long. So it feels comfortable to go out today.
Well, I don't wear socks a lot of the time, but I keep my shoes on.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm going to be well prepared when I'm broke and don't even have shoes. My feet will be well prepared for walking on pavement all the time.
Well, you got to get touched to keep up with them, working out and get them broke in good.
Yeah, I guess. Well, see, this way I'm cheap. I don't want to wear out my shoes.
I've only got one pair.
I've got too many pair. Well, very good, Bill. Anything good for the net tonight?
Just the best to everybody. I hope they plan a little bit for cooler weather.
Oh, yeah, I guarantee it's going to be cooler, and it's going to get cooler as the days go on. All right, it was good to have you in there, Bill. It's Bill in Murfreesboro. Mr. Bill has an all solar station with a battery operation, doing a great job. That's Kilo Mike 4 November Yankee in Murfreesboro. Who else is south?
Kilo Bravo 5, Echo Charlie.
Hey, how are you doing, Larry?
Well, exciting day in paradise, listening to Grand Ole Opry on my expensive shortwave receiver called my Icom 746 and a copy in the mail.
Yeah, very good. How do you like that radio?
Yeah, it's about 20 years old now, but yeah, she works fine.
Yeah, I'm just curious because I've known other people who've had them and I love them.
Yeah, no, the only issue with it is some defect with the backlight, but they fixed it for free. But I mean, other than that, she works.
Yeah, it is amazing how well so many of the radios of that vintage worked great for 20 or 30 years.
I tell you what I miss though, especially since I listen to the Opry better every weekend, is my old Tempo 1 tuber. And that had a unique sound.
I'm not familiar with that. Obviously, it's an all tube rig.
Yeah, I actually just sold it right before I took this trip because I had to get rid of a lot of stuff.
Well, did it go to a decent person who would appreciate it?
Yeah, I went to a guy older than me that works on tube rigs, so he's playing with it now. I actually sold him an old Drake that I had and that Tempo, which actually was my first ham rig, which was a sin for me to get rid of, but I was out of room.
I got it. What's the model number on that Tempo? I'll have to look that up.
I think it's just called a Tempo 1. I don't remember if it had a TR number or what.
It's an all mode HF rig.
Just AM and sideband, and had it didn't have the work bands on it.
Oh no, I don't imagine so. Yeah, I got it. I should be able to find it. Cool. Yeah, it's funny how well, some people still operate with rigs like that. It's not a big deal, really.
Well, they're pretty good in the winter.
You mean heating up the shack?
Well, yeah, they're whether you call your linear amplifier your foot warmer, it was my foot warmer.
Yeah, what's funny is that you mentioned that. When I was a kid, I went to I think it was a Lafayette radio store. I think that's where my dad took me. and we bought a kit, and it was for an AM broadcast radio kit, and I put that. It was strictly a tube radio, not a very big one. It was, just relatively inexpensive. And I still remember in my brain, anyway. I can still remember what that radio smelled like when it was on.
Oh yeah, I love the smell of the ozone or whatever that was that was coming out of there. And of course, I lived out in the country, so we lived pretty poor, and there was a lot of dumps around. So I'd go to the old color TVs, and I would take out the 6J60 tubes that I find in the those old TVs in the dump, and I'd save bucks.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I don't know why. Waste not, want not.
Yeah, yeah, still had tube tester and a whole bunch of tubes and everything with it. I sold the thing pretty cheap, just gave it all to that guy, and I figured at least he'll love it, take care of it. And I still talk to him actually on the computer. So I told him, well, when you get it fixed up, why don't you just sell it back to me?
Yeah, I remember I could walk down to a drugstore in the town I lived in with a paper bag full of tubes from the TV to test them.
Yeah, well, it just reminds me of when I got started in ham radio. It was because of the tornado, and got me into electronics. I guess I won't get into it over here, but statute of limitations is over.
All right, very good, Larry. That was Larry, and Larry's in over there by Walter Hill. Is that correct?
Yeah, Walter Hill was on low power, so probably nobody heard me.
Ah, I can hear you great.
Well, of course. I mean, you're full scale and everything. Probably if you're on a handheld, I'd probably hear you full scale.
Maybe, but you're S7 here on low power, so you're doing pretty good from Walter Hill. Anyway, that's Larry in Walter Hill. Kilo Bravo 5 Echo Charlie Victor. Who else is west or south?
Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor.
Hey, another Larry. Larry, did they do the digital net tonight, or did I just miss it?
No, he called it off for a while.
Ah, okay, because I was on there looking for people and nobody was there.
Yeah, Carl sent a little email. I think he's going to hold off for a week or two. He's got some other things to take care of, I guess.
Okay, no problem. I just I thought I remembered him saying something about that, but I tried anyway, and nobody was out there. So doesn't mean we still can't meet there, can? Or do we? We can't meet without Carl?
Oh yeah, no problem.
All right, very good. Anything else for the net, Larry?
No, man, I'll let you get on with it. KQ4 SYB.
Very good. That's Larry in Rockville. Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. Always a good signal from him. Who else is west or south?
Whiskey Victor 4 Delta Ken Smyrna.
Hey, Ken, did you try to get on a digital net? Because I texted you and I didn't know if I didn't hear you.
I did. You called, and I was trying to listen to C4 FM. I didn't hear squat.
Huh. Yeah, must have. Maybe you missed me. I don't know. I was on there 7:30, 7:31, something like that.
That's okay. Somebody will fire it back up. We'll get back on it.
Oh yeah, no, we'll be fine. How's it going with you today? I haven't talked to you all day.
What's wrong with us? No, things are going good. No complaints, no anything. Now, this coming Saturday is the breakfast. Is that correct?
Yeah, a week from today is the breakfast. That's correct.
Okay, I got you a couple hedge apples that I'm going to bring you.
Well, bring more than two because I'm going to be throwing them in passing traffic by the restaurant.
I tell you what, that road down there where people run over with a car, they're just splattered everywhere.
I did look them up, man. They look like a spherical brain.
They do. With all those cavities and everything in it. It's amazing. I did find out too, you can use them, cut them up, lay them around in your house, and insects hate the smell of them. When humans can't smell them, insects hate it. They won't come into your house. I said, there's a good thing.
Oh, might keep away some relatives.
I hope.
I got a kick out of it when I was reading about it. And apparently wherever they came from, or apparently in years past, they would plant those actually in hedgerows, and they would. It says horse high and hog tight because a hog wouldn't make it through those hedgerows that are made out of those, and they could be growing tall enough that horses wouldn't be able to get over.
That's exactly correct. Can you tell that's a southern thing? Instead of spending money on wire or anything, they just planted trees.
Well, I understand. I mean, it's nothing wrong with that. I mean, look at I'm told, just like in England where they got their hedgerows made out of shrubs and stuff, and they do it for a real good reason. It keeps the wind off the crops and it keeps the crops from drying out so they don't need as much moisture.
But it was sure a pain in the rear during World War II.
Oh, yeah. Well, tanks can go through them though.
They did. Oh, thank you for doing that. I just wanted to check in here and make sure I got counted. You always do a good job, and I appreciate it. So does everybody else on the net. And hope you have a good evening. We'll chat with you down the list sometime later.
All right, very good, Ken. That was Ken in Smyrna, Whiskey Victor 4 Delta. Who else is South?
KM4TM, Tom and Rockville.
Hey, Tom. You all finished with your tower?
Not yet, but I'm making progress. I got 40 feet up. I got 30 more to go, and then the antennas. I've got the equipment. It's just it's just taking a little bit longer than I expected, but it's happening. And this coming Tuesday, I'm supposed to be getting my new ICOM 9700 in, so I'm looking forward to that too.
Awesome. Is it coming with chips?
Chips and a drink.
That's great. That's Murphy's Law, though, on the tower. It always takes longer than you plan. Always.
Yeah, the sections are a little bit harder to get together than I was expecting that I remembered. I'm really kind of struggling getting things to line up, but it's getting there. It's just slow, and so all is well. I just wanted to say hello to everyone on the net tonight, and I've just been taking it easy this afternoon watching football, watching Tennessee get beat by Ole Miss, and I guess Mississippi State is taking it from Alabama, so we're flipping back and forth. So anyway, good evening, Paul. I wanted to give you a number and say 73 to you in the group KM4TM, Tom and Rockville.
Yeah, very good, Tom. I get a kick out of always have since I've lived in the South for, I forget what the total is, 36, 46 years, I guess. And I'm excluding the part when I was in the military in Virginia. I'm excluding that time. 46 years. And I learned very quickly that the best football on the planet is from the southern states.
I agree. I couldn't agree more. I just don't really have much outside the SEC. I'm just not really that interested.
No, they make all this hoopla about Ohio State, Michigan State. You go, yeah, right. Well, yeah, come down here and we'll see how you do.
Yeah, and they do, and they see how they do, and they don't like it.
It is fascinating. I'm not sure I understand it completely. I just think that there's better motivated people here.
These Southern boys, they know how to play football.
Yeah, well, it is classified as a religion in some areas.
As well it should be. And, there's some folks that don't care anything about it at all. And that's fine too. But a lot of, since it's gotten so political now, a lot of people have been turned off by it when they start all that protesting and going on. That was turning a lot of people off. So you notice they don't televise that stuff anymore.
Yeah, I know. It turns me off. I know that. That's not why I watch sports, is to hear political opinion. I mean, I'm a political guy, but I don't watch sports to be political.
I feel the same way. Sports is one of the mechanisms to escape the politics. That's what we do to have
Well, the worst of it is, and you forgot something. They snuck it into entertainment to boot. You know, movies, television, even Broadway. It's political, and you go, okay, so there goes entertainment, and then you go, okay, now sports. What else I got?
Yep, you're exactly right. No matter, it doesn't matter what you're watching. You know, they throw it at you. You know, they got to just rub it in your face. just, and you can't get away with it. You can't get away from it, and that puts some really bad resentment in a lot of people. It's not good.
No, it isn't. I'm pretty sure we're going to get past it. I hope, because it will affect how they do business in those, especially in sports. There's just no reason for it. None. Um, and you think that the NFL in particular will be able to control what the teams do, because it's not supposed to be about anything but football. Why would it be about anything else? They even used to, just remember how they used to get upset with some of the players about wearing armbands or headbands or head sweatbands with logos on them or something that weren't permitted. Man, they got fined, and they had to make them take it off.
Yep. We've given them a platform. See, that when they get that attention, they feel like they can or need to show the world how they feel about it. The world doesn't care how they feel; they just want to watch them play football. Anyway, that's all I got on that. You got a great signal tonight, Paul. Your S9 plus 20. We got good conditions, and glad to be here. And thanks for having me. It's a great net. K4PEW, KM410.
Yeah, very good. You're S8 here. That was Tom in Rockville. Kilo Mike 4 Tango Mike. Very great, good signal. Can't wait to hear your signal with the tower. I mean, you're going to be have to be listed as a broadcaster over there with a 100-foot tower. Who else is south or west?
South, KK4, UTS, Carl, Glayville, my Juliet.
The Gladeville Mount Juliet connection. How you doing there, Carl?
Yeah, I'm trying to connect everything, but I guess it's a good thing. I think Mount Juliet is expanding.
Oh yeah, no, it is. It has annexed a couple of areas, but I couldn't tell you where they are because I don't keep track.
Yeah, and I didn't know that Glayville goes all the way down. I think it's Lowell or Lower Road or somewhere down there off the Swiss Ferry. But anyway, I'm not going to tie it up. KK4UTS, back to that.
Very good. Hope you're doing well. That was Carl in Gladeville. He just wishes he was in Mount Juliet. He's bragging. KK4UTS. That's Gladeville. It could be Mount Juliet by now. I don't know. Anyway, who else is west or south?
Kilo November 4, Tango Juliet Foxtrot.
Hey, Rick, I missed you. I thought you were going to do the short on time earlier.
Yeah, I was short on time.
Well, that's a good reason you weren't there.
Indeed, it was. Yeah, my schedule here lately on the weekends is a little bit off, but I'm doing my best. I'm getting in there. Michael had called and told me I was missing it, and so that prompted me to hurry up and get in here.
Oh, see, we can see who's ruling the roost in that family.
That's right.
Sounds good. That was Rick in Ashland City. Busy with his grandchild, I believe. Isn't that what it is?
Yes, sir, and my son was over tonight, so had a double whammy.
Yeah, that's great. Well, it's good to have family. I don't have any family in the vicinity, so I don't have those good fortunes. That's Kilo November 4 Tango Juliet Foxtrot. That's Rick in Ashland City. Who else is west or south?
Comment. Delta Juliet Tango.
Hey, Don. Hold on. Comment, Michael.
Yeah. Oh, was I saying right? Was he 50 over to you?
50? Rick?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Rick, give me a shout out again.
Well, all right, because I'm sure I'm at least 50 over.
I guess if we use a new math, it might be.
Well, I just maybe it's the delay on YouTube. I just happened to glance up YouTube and he was almost like 55 over, so I didn't think that could be right.
No, he's more like S6 to S7.
That's not a bad record.
No, it sounds great, Rick. It really does. Don't make Michael make you feel bad.
Not at all. That's that 5 element beam we built. It's coming on and it's kicking.
No, I said the audio is great. The signal is, it's inconsequential. As long as the audio is good, I don't care what the signal is like.
That's right. Doesn't make any difference. As long as we can hear each other, that's the thing.
Yeah, very good. Thanks, Rick. Thanks, Mike. Don, is that you?
Good evening, Mr. Paul.
You doing any good?
Hanging out here in a biscuit, just relaxing. Maybe watching a little radio. Bands are sort of open a little bit. New York QSO party going, what's going on? I work Tuesdays, stuff that way. And yeah, it was all right.
Didn't get up that other beam yet? That was it the 2 meter beam you were putting up there?
I haven't done anything. I'm still kind of not feeling well, so waiting for my test results to come back and figure out what the heck's wrong with me.
I just do not know. I mean, me, not you.
But we'll get there, and I'll get them up here soon. Gotta get my little kind of wrecking crew up here to do it. I'll probably shoot for next weekend, I'm hoping.
Okay, very good. All right, Don. Anything else for the net?
That's it, man. I'll let you get on with it. It's November 4th, off the Juliet Tango. Standing by.
Very good. That was Don, November 4, Delta Juliet Tango, and he's in Bon Aqua. Who else is west or south? Over to the east, please come now.
Yeah, boys, I be.
All righty. Richard, is SOR in there too?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Everything going well for you?
Well, I bring you greetings from Standing Stone State Park, home of the Clay County Upper Cumberland area Jamboree on the air held today with about 35 scouts showing up that talked all over the countryside.
Awesome. Well, you're 50 over. What are you using over there at the park?
I ain't changed a thing, I promise.
No. Are you at home or are you at the park?
Oh, I'm at home.
Ah, okay. Very good. I was you messed me up there for a minute. No, you got a good signal here from your house.
No, actually, I tried to holler at you from up there, and that's just a little bit further east than we can talk Simplex from where we were.
Well, not unless you got something way up in a tree.
Well, and we had your favorite antenna up using it for a dual band antenna, and it was a homebrew J-pole.
Yeah, no, that's all right. If anything, J-poles are convenient.
That's exactly the reason we used it.
Although, I would love to take a nice vertical, whether it's the 700 or the 510, and string it up on from a tall tree and see. It would do great.
I'd love to do the same thing, and I'm hoping that when Brent gets his situation going on east of here, why he'll be able to get down here to you from up there. Because he is on a good high spot where he is, and I'm hoping he can get down here on the Simplex net.
Yeah, but well, he sounds from where? You mean from where now?
From when he completes his place up east of here.
You got a new place?
Yeah, he bought a little piece of ground up there.
Okay, no, I'm saying he's because he's in Northwest Wilson now, right?
Yeah, this is kind of a, I don't know, weekend getaway, I'll call it.
Well, you can call it that, or you can call it that's where he does his meth lab.
No, I don't think he messes with that.
No, I'm pretty sure he doesn't. What is it out in the woods?
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay, just curious. That's great. That's fantastic.
But anyhow, appreciate what you're doing, and we had a ball up there, and I'm glad as many kids turned out as they did. And of course, we talked to parents, tried to get them cranked up, interested, and hopefully something will come out of it. We'll do it again next year, just see.
Sounds good. Well, very good, Richard. Glad you were able to work that with the scouts. Richard was up in the park up in Clay County, right?
Actually, Standing Stone is in Overton County, but it's right east of Clay.
Overton?
Livingston, Tennessee.
What's the name of that city town again?
Livingston.
Oh, Livingston. Okay, I misunderstood what you said. Right. They were up there in Livingston with the scouts, with their jamboree on the area. Had about 35 scouts up there, helping them get along, talking all over at least the United States. They do any DX anywhere else?
No, I don't know. The bands were not open to the world today for some reason. I don't know. We just never could make contact with anybody out of the country, but it wasn't for lack of trying.
No, it's still good. Gives people a good flavor for ham radio.
Oh yeah, we made some good DX contacts though in country.
Yeah, sounds good. Anyway, that's Richard in Lebanon, Kilo India 4 Sierra India Bravo and Kilo India 4 Sierra Oscar Romeo. That's Richard in Stetson there, just west of downtown Lebanon. Who else is where south? South or east?
Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa, Michael in Lebanon.
Michael, give me your call again. I messed it up.
Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa, Michael with the beep out of Lebanon.
Actually, it's a nice tone. It's not really a beep. It's that nice beep.
It's like the Roadrunner, beep beep, and the only way you can get something from Acme Chemical.
No, it's amusing. That's all. Because it'd be less. It wouldn't. It's amusing. I wouldn't miss it if it were gone. But I'm anxious to find out why it would do that.
I'd love to know myself. Like you say, it only does it with you. I guess you're the privileged person to get the beep.
Well, it must do it on other Simplex stations.
Well, you are about the only Simplex station that I talk on, so probably so. It doesn't do it with any of the repeaters that we've got going.
Okay, I got you. Just sounds funny. That's all. It's nothing. It's not obnoxious. I mean, there's worse things that can happen. Okay.
It is very true. Yeah, I'm here tonight watching the balls try to dig themselves into a deeper hole, so that when they come back from halftime, they can try to uncover themselves. And Mama left and went out east to Knoxville and did a craft show, so I'm left without any adult supervision.
Oh boy, so you can both get into trouble. How bad are they in a deficit tonight?
Well, last I looked, going into halftime, it was 24-9. So they're Ole Miss whooping hurting on right now.
Well, I can tell you one place you don't want to be is the locker room.
That's true. I don't see that being a politically correct setting right now.
We had a coach in high school. He was prone to throwing chairs.
That sounds almost like boot camp.
Yeah, that's right. But anyway, very good, Mike. Try to behave yourself when the XYL's out of town. That was Whiskey Alpha 5 Romeo India Papa with it's not really a beep. It's just a nice tone. It's kind of pleasing. Whiskey Alpha 5 Romeo India Papa. Somebody's going to get to the bottom of that. Anyway, he's in Lebanon. Who else is south or east?
T4TWI.
Hello, Wes. What's up with you?
Hey, not much. Hey, that beep and tone is the same thing that happens to my rig when you accidentally push the little, looks like a nuclear button on the side of my Yaesu rig. I think it's to access the internet or some sort of function I never use. I do it from time to time on accident. Exactly the sound it makes.
Yeah, that's that Yaesu wires little button that's on the Yaesu rig, right?
Yeah, I always thought it would cause thermonuclear detonation, so I try not to push it.
I know it is a funny little logo, but he doesn't have a Yaesu.
I don't know, but everything's good out here in the east.
Yeah, very good. You made out all right on your obviously on your kayaking the other day.
Yep, we made a contact. So again, I was mobile. Hang on, I got another contact here. Hold up.
Hi, Paul. KJ4 JET.
Very good. How are you doing, Laurie?
Doing good, Paul.
Fantastic. Glad you can make it. I guess you're enjoying that. Your kayaking days are going to be numbered here. It's going to be, you're going to have to wear a wetsuit or something.
We've gone in the cold. The nice thing about going in the cold is the trees have no leaves on them, so you see a lot of visibility.
Ah, I got you. Yeah, it is nice out there on the lake, though, isn't it?
Yes, it's very calming.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to. Did you ever get out there when it's rough? I mean, is it ever windy and rough when you're out there?
I'll step back in. Yeah, sometimes, especially when you try to go February and March, it's not good. But we do it. We enjoy it. All right, we're out. KE4TWI.
Very good. That's Wes and his bride. That's KI4 Tango Whiskey. TWI Tango Whiskey India. Can't read my writing here. And Lori, Kilo, I believe it's Kilo Echo 4, Juliet Echo Golf. Do I have that right?
No, KJ4JEG, KE4TWI.
Ah, there you go. I had the wrong second digit in there. Kilo Juliet 4, Juliet Echo Golf. Correct?
That is right.
Okay, very good. I shouldn't forget it now, maybe. they're near Watertown. Who else is south? East.
WA4ZHI East.
Very good. You sound good tonight there, James.
You just killed me several times. I didn't know I must not have been getting out.
Oh, really? I might have heard you. I mean, you might have doubled with somebody, but it seems unlikely. No, you sound good.
Thanks.
I mean, you're nearly full scale. I think I was just barely. That was too quick a transmission there for me to look at.
Okay, test it now. How about that?
Yeah, see, that's full scale, completely full scale, and you're running the regular mobile rig there.
Yeah, the mobile used as a base.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. If I said base, you would have told me it was a mobile.
Got an AC over here too. I could hear you on that, of course, if you're that close.
Yeah, that's kind of nice, really. But no, I'm glad we're able to that you and I and others are able to jump in here because so many people have improved their antennas over the years that it's made for a nice group.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people tonight, south and, well, east and north and Smyrna.
Cool. Well, very good. Good to have you in there, James. That's James here in Mount Juliet, Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India. Excellent signal as always. Well, not as always. You actually improved your antenna situation there by hook or by crook, and it got even better. So being full scale, well, it's probably pretty easy for me, but it hasn't always been that high. Who else is east or anyone? Anybody else east or anywhere? Boy, we're cutting slim today. Nowhere. North, south, east, or west. No lollygaggers, lurkers, sandbaggers. Everybody's watching the Tennessee game, I bet, or the hockey game.
Yep, lollygaggers. Kilo November 4, Charlie, Quebec, Possum Trot. Preston.
Hey, Preston, what's up?
I was just in here kind of checking out the shack a little bit, going to rearrange some equipment. I did a little bit today, going to do a little bit more probably tomorrow.
Well, you're doing fine, really. Keep work keeping you busy?
Yep, busy as always. Stay pretty busy.
Well, in your line of work, it must be busy because this has been a growing area for quite some time.
Yeah, we've been busy for a while, so that's a good thing.
Oh, yeah. No, it is good. Well, very good. Nothing else for the net?
No, sir. Good night, Paul. Been in and out here, but appreciate you doing it. KN4CCQ.
Very good. That was Preston in Possum Trot. That's what it is. Possum Trot. I haven't talked to you in a while. I had to think about that because we got Bill up there and he's in Possum Town. I don't know if you knew that. Anyway, that's Preston in Possum Trot, excuse me. Kilo November 4, Charlie, Quebec. Good signal. Anybody else lollygagger, lurkers, and sandbaggers? No flat earthers or scanner listeners or SDR donglers? All righty. Well, I think we'll just move on then. That was 22 check-ins on the 2 meter. And we're going to go over to 2 meter upper sideband, 144.240. 144.240. See you there momentarily.
Hey, before you check out, it's W3JCH. Just doing Galvin.
All righty, Justin. Just made the cutoff there. I was reaching over to change the VFO thing in there. That's Whiskey 3 Juliet Tango Hotel, correct?
Charlie Hotel.
There you go. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was writing and my pad was moving along with my hand and it didn't register too well for me.
Hey, it's all good, Paul. Appreciate what you're doing. I won't take any more of your time. Don't switch over.
Very good. That's Whiskey 3 Juliet Charlie Hotel, correct? Yep, Justin and Gallatin. Sounds good. And that makes 23 check-ins tonight. And we're going over the, unless somebody interrupts me, we're going over the 144.240. All righty, K4PEW QS line to 144.240. This is Kilo 4 Pop Echo Whiskey, the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net on sideband. Who is there from 144.240 from the north? Please come down. North is weak tonight. All right, who is west?
KM4 YRF, Mike in Belshire.
All right, we got Mike in Belshire, Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. Who else is west, please?
November 4, Delta Juliet Tango.
Oh, you sound good, Don. Great signal. November 4 Delta Juliet Tango. What are you running? 600 watts?
No, just 100 watts here.
No, you sound fine. It sounds very good. It's Don in Bon Aqua, November 4 Delta Juliet Tango. Who else is west?
Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor, Jack and Donaldson.
Well, now, unsurprisingly, you do sound better than Don, but you're about 1/3 the distance.
Okay.
Very good. That's Jack in Donaldson. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. Who else is west? Nobody else west. We'll go to south.
Kilowatt Bravo 5, Echo Charlie Victor.
Yeah, you sound good there. Are you using the same microphone?
No, this is a 746.
Yeah, I know you run the 746. Oh, you're on the 746 for that. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, it sounds. What do you normally use on the 2-meter FM?
About a 25-year-old Yaesu. What is this? FT2400.
Yeah, no, I just noticed the difference in the sound quality, so I knew it was a different something going on.
Yeah, so that's like 25, 30 years old. This is about 20 years old.
I get. No, you're doing fine. Doesn't matter how old it is, really. I mean, it's silly to think about it as long as it works.
Yeah, well, this is a compressor. How does this sound without the compressor? Now, no compressor.
The no compressor is better.
All right, well, that's where I'll leave it.
Very good. That's Kilo Bravo 5 Echo Charlie Victor in near Walter Hill. Who else is south or east?
KM4TM, Tom in Rockvale.
Very good, Tom. You sound good as well. Like I said, I can't wait to hear your signal when you get that other antenna up.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. I'm gonna double the antenna height from 50 feet to 100 feet, and I'm gonna double my power from 50 watts to 100 watts. Now, what about that?
Well, that makes quadruple, I think.
I'm hoping so. I'm putting a lot of time and effort into it. So I'm really hoping it works out well. We'll just have to wait and see. I should have it done. I'm guessing by midweek, give or take a little bit. This is kind of the rate things are going.
No, that's great. No, I'm looking forward to it. I think you're, like I said, you're probably going to hear things you don't want to hear.
Well, that could well be, but if I don't hear anything, then I'm not hearing things I do want to hear. So we'll work it out. That's for sure. Hey, Paul, what's my signal like? For some reason on here on upper sideband from FM, you went from a +20 down to an S7. You see a drop on mine too, I bet.
Yeah, yours is about 50% of what your was before. You were about an S, if I remember, S6 or S. No, you were about an S7. That's what you were. Now you were about an S5 or so, 4 to 5.
Yeah, it's amazing how it drops like that. But 50 watt peak versus 50 watts continuous, I guess is a little different. So, anyway, very good. We'll let you pick up the rest of the guys. Always enjoyed being here, and hopefully, very, very shortly, I'll be able to compete with some of those bigger boys up there towards you. from I think you and I are about 30 miles apart. I'm 30 miles straight south of you there. K4PEW, K410.
Yeah, very good, Tom. No, you're seeing that again. The audio is still real good, so it's in your case. You know, I mean, it's not going to make. It's not going to. You're just going to have a better audio and a better signal to me. But again, it's the issue is if I can hear somebody clearly and with no problems, it doesn't matter whether it's S1 or it's 60 over.
Yeah, then it just becomes an ego thing, right?
Well, it's always more pleasurable to listen to a nice clean signal with a good audio. You know, and especially if it's got a good microphone on it. It's just you just go, oh, now you feel like you're talking to a professional. You know.
Yep. And with that ICOM 9700, I've got the IC SM50. What is it? SM50, I think. It's that dynamic mic that gets power from the radio. So hopefully it'll have a good little punch to it. I hope.
Yeah, sounds good. Anyway, that's Kilo Mike 4 Tango Mike in Rockville. That's Tom. Who else is south or west?
Kilo 1 Sierra Papa Delta.
Hey, Scott, you did get how's the hockey game going?
Second intermission, tied 1-1.
Ah, very good. At least it's still exciting.
Yeah. All right. Well, you sound good. And I just flipped over here to you, so I'll let you carry on with it. K1S.
Very good. That's Scott in Laverne, Kilo 1 Sierra Papa Delta. Who else is west or south or east? Anybody, any place, anywhere? All righty, we're going to jump over to, if you would announce that, Michael, on FM, and we're going to six meters on 50.150. There we are? No. 50.135. Excuse me, I couldn't get my number straight there. 50.135. You there, Michael?
Will do, Paul. KM4YRF.
Very good. That's where I'm going to be in momentarily. 50.135. K4 PEW. This is K4 PEW, the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net on 6 meters. Anybody from the north, please come now. Anybody from the west?
KM4YRF, Mike in Belshire.
All right, got you in there, Michael. KM4YRF and Belshire. Who else is west?
November 4, Delta Juliet Tango.
Yeah, signals are good tonight. You sound good, Don. November 4, Delta Juliet Tango.
Appreciate it, Paul.
Yep, that's Don. November 4, Delta Juliet Tango. Who else is west? Oh, I hear you in there. It sounds like you're talking from a different dimension tonight, Jack. Got you in there, though. That's Jack in Donaldson. Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor. How do you copy him, Mike?
Barely.
Okay, very good. I didn't think it could be much better than, because his is slim, boy. I just knew it was him by his voice. Very good. That was Jack in Donaldson, kind of. Who else is west? Anybody west or south?
Kilo Bravo 5, Echo Charlie Victor.
Hey, Larry, you sound good.
Yeah, I can tell the foliage is going away because I got a couple of S-shooters on him.
Awesome. Awesome. Kilo Bravo 5, Echo Charlie Victor. That's Larry over there in Walter Hill area. Who else is west or south? West, south, or east? Any place, anywhere. 6 meter lollygaggers, please come now. And anybody anywhere who can't tune an antenna? Anybody without an antenna? All right, that's all we got. This is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey for the Mount Juliet Simplexnet, and we are closing out the 6 meter portion with a grand total of 5 check-ins. So you're among an elite group tonight. And I'll close down the system here, and we'll have thanks for checking in. I'll be over on 140, whatever, 146 415 here in a few minutes. K4 PEW.
Oh, how are you copying me tonight?
Oh, excellent. You're doing S8 on the 6 meter.
Okay, I'm on the beam that I couldn't do anything with before, but it's working pretty good now.
Yeah, it's doing good. It's bumping up towards S9. Just like S8, S9.
Oh, that's where you are, about S8, S9.
Ah, very good. Yeah, that sounds good. I would think it would be a little better with your beam.
Well, I'm the thinking is still not pointed exactly right, so I'm gonna work on that.
All right, very good. We'll catch you in a minute. K4P then.
Get the rotor on that while
I'm sorry, was there somebody else in there?
I was telling Mike to get a rotor on that beam. Yeah, that Armstrong rotor's not too good. I think I've got a spare one floating around here. Well, I've been thinking about buying one. I just haven't pulled the trigger yet. I got a Yaesu 450 here, and I think I